Welcome back, AEIS artists. Today we are going to actually start working on our real scary self-portraits. Okay, so last time we met, we did what I like to call is a reference sheet. So we didn't draw ourselves, we just used our shapes and our ruler, and we placed a center line because our face is symmetrical. And our eyes are on halfway from the top of your head to your chin. Your nose is halfway from your eyes to your chin. So from this line to this line, halfway is your nose. And then your mouth is halfway again from your nose to your chin. So a lot of things are in reference, starting with your eyes and then using your chin. Your ears are between your nose and your eyes. And notice that your neck is wider than your chin. Okay? Your neck is much wider than your chin. It supports your chin. Okay? So this is just our draft. It's our reference sheet so that we have it out so that we can make sure that we're putting our parts in the right direction. So we still will have our handouts to use, the oval and our neck and shoulders. So on your watercolor paper, and if you want to do a rough draft on another sheet of regular paper, you can. You guys will be using pencil. I'm going to use a marker so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm first going to outline my head. And you'll do the same. Find a good spot on your paper, kind of right in the middle. And then my neck. And make sure your neck touches. And you can make your shoulders go off the page. All right, so we've got our little placers in place. And now you're going to use your mirror. And everybody should have one. And you're going to be looking in your mirror and starting with your eyes. Because remember, your eyes are where everything is. Your eyes are the measurement. But before I do that, I want to make sure I'm drawing my face symmetrical. So our faces, these templates, are about 5.5 inches. So halfway is not 3 inches, but maybe more than 2.5. So right between 2.5 and 3 inches. I'm going to make a little dash mark down the center of my face because that way I know my eyes are on either side. Then I'm going to measure my head again, and I know that my eye line is going to be at, again, about 3 3/4. So I'm making a line for that. And again, I'm going really lightly because I'm going to have to erase. I'm measuring from my eye line to my chin line, and I'm drawing my nose line. Again, really lightly. And if you want to, you can just draw it in the center because you don't need it to go all the way out. And then your mouth, again, is from your nose to your chin and halfway. So now I have my reference marks. And again, I'm going to use my marker to draw my features. So looking in the mirror, I'm not going to draw my glasses first. I'm going to draw my glasses last. I'm going to do my eyes because remember, you got to do your eyes first. So my eyes, again, I think I'm going to do, if I hold it up into my mirror, I want to say they're about 1 inch. Eyes are about 1 inch. So on that center line, I'm going to say, what's half of 1 inch? What's half of 1 inch? It's 1/2. So on my center line, I'm going to make a little dot. And I'll do it in marker just so you know what I'm doing. I'm going to do a little dot. That's where my one eye will be close to my nose. And on the other side, 1/2 inch. And I'm going to do another little dot. Okay. I want my eyes to be 1 inch big, so I'm going to go from that dot that I just did, and I'm going to go out about 1 inch. And same thing on this side. Okay. So I kind of know how wide my eyes are going to be, and now I'm going to connect my dots. I'm going to look in the mirror, and I see that the top of my eye is kind of got like a nice curve. So it narrows where the middle of your eye, right where the end of your eye is, and it goes up. So it's going to round up. And then the bottom of my eye is kind of flat. So they're not both the same shape. And again, I'll use my marker. You guys will use a pencil. So it's kind of like a football shape, except it's got more puff above it. I also notice I have a little eyelid. So I'm going to make another little line for my eyelid. And I can't quite see my eyebrows because they're above my glasses, but I'm going to make my eyebrows. Looking at my mirror, the iris, or the colored part of my eye, is kind of right in the middle. So I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm looking at my paper. And then I'm going to draw the color. Okay. I can see some of my eyelashes, so I'm going to add some of my eyelashes. All right, now I'm going to try to do the other eye. Now, will it be exactly the same? Probably not. But I'm still going to use those reference marks. And I'm going to do the top of my part. And again, I'm going to look in my eye so I can kind of capture it. I'm not drawing what I think I see. I'm trying to capture what I really see. Okay. And I have another eyelid here. And I've got eyelashes. And the center of my eyes are kind of in the center because I'm looking kind of straight on. And make the black part of my eye and my eyelashes. Now my nose is kind of narrow, so I'm going to draw my nose kind of narrow. And when you're drawing faces, you can have implied lines. So lines that aren't really there, you're not going to draw. So we know our nose goes down and has a hook. But you don't need to draw. You don't need to connect it if you don't want to, okay? So think about having kind of like invisible lines. Okay. And so my nostrils are I got kind of a skinny little nose. All right. And everybody's got this little dip right underneath their nose before their mouth comes. It's called the developmental groove. So that's where the two sides of your faces comes together. And that's what creates that little dip also in your lips. And again, I have kind of skinny little lips. And you can leave your mouth open a little bit. Okay. I'm going to draw my glasses next because my glasses are definitely part of me. And my glasses, I see more below my eyes and off to one side. And then the top of my glasses comes kind of, and then I've got this little piece here. So let's see if I can replicate. I'm going to make them come down, and they go out kind of wide, and then they come across. Okay. You do see a little bit of my ear, so my ear is going to hang down, but my hair covers it. And the same on this side. So remember, your ears are all the way down. I'm going to do my glove. Got my earrings on, so I might as well draw them. All right, so my hair, I can't tell where the camera is, but my hair comes almost down to my glasses. So I'm gonna draw my hair down to my glasses, and it goes above that skull part, and it kind of goes off. I just got my hair cut last week, so I've got some crazy curls going and waves. And so when you draw your self-portrait, it's not gonna look exactly like you, but what you're gonna try and capture is just something of you. If you wear glasses, you're going to try and capture your glasses. If you have an interesting hairstyle or wear your hair an interesting way, you're going to capture that. Okay? If you've got a gorgeous smile, try and capture your gorgeous smile. So again, it's not going to be identical to you, but we're going to try and capture something of you. All right, so I went kind of fast. You guys are going to take your time. And I went with a Sharpie. You're going to take a pencil. So this is much younger than me, but this is me. And I'm going to work a little bit more on it and try and add a little bit more of it to look like me. But you'll notice that your irises are not just a complete circle, that your eyelids cover some of it. Your nose is kind of narrower than you think. So kind of look at it. And remember, the nostrils kind of go right to where your eyes go. And your mouth goes right to the kind of the pupil of your eyes. So you have all these interesting reference marks that you should use. So good luck trying to capture you. I know you guys can do it. And this is the first step. And then the second step is when we add paint. And remember, we're only using our primary colors. And we're going to really have some fun. And then we'll add our Ben-Day dots at the end. So enjoy doing an observational drawing because you're looking into the mirror, trying to capture a little bit of you. We also have a handout. So once you do you, and you finish your handout or your self-portrait, and there's time, I have this handout here that says what makes things that make me me. And so on it, you're going to fill in the blanks. I have what color hair, eyes, and what do you care about? What are you passionate about? I really like I like fish. I like to dive. And so maybe on my self-portrait, I might put some little fish down here on my shirt. Things that you liked. This is what I like to do, so maybe I would draw myself scuba diving. What your favorite color is. For me, I love the color of the ocean. Draw something that represents your family. Again, you can just do stick figures. And then try to create some patterns in here because, again, Ben-Day dots are like a pattern. And we will practice using our Ben-Day dots before we put them on our final copy. So this handout is in front of you, and you can fill this out once you really like what you've done here. Again, when you're drawing your self-portrait, make sure you go really lightly with your pencil. Don't have a depth grip on it. You know, maybe even hold it on the side so that we have those sketching, artistic strokes going versus very hard strokes. Hard strokes are really hard to erase. These light strokes here are very easy. So think about your pressure. Look in the mirror. Okay, so make sure you're looking in the mirror so that you're trying to capture you. Okay, I'm trying to capture me. And then take your time. I did this all in 5 minutes. You can take 30 or more minutes. So take your time and try to capture the spirit of you in the self-portrait.